Well, Ricky Gervais joins me now alongside Auntie, who is gorgeous.
Oh, my. No one's going to look at us or listen to what we're saying.
Not a thing.
I don't blame them. I can't keep my eyes off this dog. She is gorgeous.
She's absolutely beautiful, and she's your co-star.
She's my leading lady.
She is your absolute leading lady. Oh, she's brilliant. She really is. What an interesting premise this is, isn't it? That you can just say, he just decides, I'm going to say whatever I like.
That's what came first, the idea, the high concept that imagine a man who lost everything, he'd have nothing to fear anymore, and he could start saying what he meant and whatever was on his mind. I mean, he's obviously doing it for different reasons. It's not just that he's trying to make himself feel better. He's trying to turn himself into a psychopath so he doesn't feel anymore, because he lost the love of his life, his wife, to cancer, and he's in the second sort of stage of grief. He nearly ended it all, but the dog was hungry.
That's it.
So I gave him
Auntie
long
is the saviour.
The Auntie saves my life.
And that job that he does in local newspapers, I did that job.
Did you?
Yes, 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 and you got it right.
I know.
Because it's hard to get that right,
I
to
know,
get that world right.
Well, I made him a report on a local newspaper because it makes it even worse for him, because he's such a misanthrope and he's not happy. And the worst thing is to deal with people, particularly if they're all happy and it's banal. He's dying inside. But it's things like that that eventually save you. You know, the chores. You have to feed the dog. You have to walk the dog. You have to go to work. He has to go to work to earn enough money to get drunk.
Exactly.
You know? So
exactly. So
these things keep you alive.
No, they do. But what I love about you is you make us laugh. You can make us cry, almost sometimes in the same space of a minute.
Yeah.
And also think as well. You can. I mean, because I watched it and I find myself thinking about it a lot and and it makes you realise how rough it really is for people that are going through the most dreadful times.
Well, I think that's what life is, isn't it?
Yes.
Life goes from good to bad all the time, in your head and in reality, you know. And this is about, it doesn't matter what's happening in the real world. It's sunny, he's got a nice job, he's got nice friends. But if he's not happy in there, nothing else matters. So you've got to be happy with yourself before you can enjoy life. And that's what the big question is, you know, if you lose everything, is life still worth living? And I sort of answer it by episode 6.
You do, and that's really, you've got to watch it for that. The trouble is, of course, it's Netflix, so you just binge, which is not a trouble, but you just binge. So you have to sort of, have 6 hours of your life.
For the last 2 years, I've only binged.
Me too.
Honestly, I've watched nothing but sort of like Scandi noir dramas. Yeah, I know. It's like, I refuse to wait a week.
No, I don't want to wait a week. And it's really annoying now. You have to sometimes. It's like, what? Why can I not watch it all at once?
Yeah, but even on like Game of Thrones, which is on HBO, I save them up. I don't watch one before I know I've got all 10.
You've got a load.
Just in case.
No, that's very wise. You still got your pussycat?
Our lovely Ollie, who's 15 now.
Oh, gosh, she's getting on now. That's great. She's a grand old lady.
She is, and she had to have her belly shaved for tests.
Oh, the wee soul.
I know. So it looked like she had a bikini on. It's a little furry bikini.
That's so sweet. Oh, bless her.
Oh, Ollie.
Oh, great to see you with Ashley again.
Ashley Jensen from Extras. Yeah, we haven't worked together for like 12 years.
Wow.
Kerry Godliman from Derek. I mean, it's crazy. Penelope Wilton, David Bradley. I mean, Penelope Wilton is amazing in it.
It's International Women's Day today, and what I love about you is you and Jane work as a team, and do you still show her stuff just to make sure it's okay?
Always.
She's a great writer.
She's a great writer, and I show her stuff. Particularly stand-up. I go for a run, I'll come back, I'll go, what do you think of this idea? And she says, please don't say that in public. And I know I'm onto something.
Do you know what the Oscars lack? Ricky Gervais, you should have done the Oscars, because it's
never
so
asked
dull,
me.
It's so boring.
Well, all award ceremonies are boring.
Yeah, they are.
I try to liven the Golden Globes up, but the Oscars would never allow that. They take themselves very seriously. And I'd do it if they said I could say what I wanted, but they never would.
There's no way.
There's no way they'd let me do my thing. So
it's a shame, isn't it?
And I sort of understand why. I don't want to see me ruin that award ceremony.
But it's boring, Ricky. It's boring.
They all are, though. Why do we want to watch actors slap each other? Why, you know, it shouldn't it shouldn't be televised. But if it is, yeah, it should be a riot.
And it should be good fun.
Yeah,
it's a bit irreverent.
I think they think they're the Nobel Peace Prize or something.
That's why I loved Olivia Colman, because she went up and was really normal and just said, oh, this is amazing, and didn't have this kind of very pat speech of, I'd like to thank my agent and I'd like to do all that. She was like a normal person.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you lose that that when you when you've been in Hollywood for too long. That you have to hand in your normal person card at the door.
Are you going to do more stand-up? We're going to see you doing more of that?
I can't wait. I fell back in love with stand-up when I did Humanity.
Oh, I loved that.
And I've I've been doing warm-ups and I'm reeling them out. And over the next sort of year and a half, my new one's called SuperNature. So again, another world tour eventually.
So look, Afterlife, we can binge today.
Yes.
6 parts.
Watch it. 6 parts.
Netflix.
Easy. 3 hours of joy and pain and
but it's
crying.
funny. But
it's really funny.
It's funny
You can
as well.
cry and laugh at the same time.
Which is always good.